Hi, I'm Arnie Skelton, and each week in this podcast series I'm going to offer you my top 10 tips on particular topics or themes that might be of interest to you as a teacher or manager or both. Hi, and welcome to this week's podcast, which is something of a different approach this week. And if you'll forgive a little bit of indulgence here, I want to give you this week my top 10 tips on using my latest website, which I have just sent out at the beginning of this week, and contains many of the things that I think people who follow this podcast and listen regularly and value will find really helpful. So I just want to run through 10 of the things that are on this new website and give you the opportunity of joining it. The website is going to be free access with a lot of free content on the website for a month from when you sign up. So all I'd like you to do is take the plunge, sign up to the website and access whatever you like. And I'll just run through in this podcast all the things that are on the site that you might find really helpful and for free. So the website is www.effectiveconnect, that's all one word, effectiveconnect.co.uk, and I'll give that address at the end of the podcast. So that's www.effectiveconnect.co.uk, and when you enter that URL, then you'll get a front page, landing page, which will ask you or give you the option of signing up, and you click on the sign up button and you sign up for free. It's very easy, less than 20 seconds, and away you go. Okay, so here's what's in store for you if you actually sign up to the website. So tip number one is that you will get the option of booking for free some live one-to-one coaching sessions with me. You can book them in 30-minute slots, and you can book as many as you like. And that means you can have free access to one or more coaching sessions with me. There's a calendar that allows you to book on site, and it will confirm the booking, and you can cancel at any time. And as I say, there's no cost. It's all free for a month. So that's tip number one, free live one-to-one coaching. Tip number two is live chat box. On the site, running from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. at night, there'll be somebody who can respond to any message you leave on the chat box. So the chat box is permanently on the site, and someone, usually me, will be available between 6 a.m. and 10 p.m. every day, 7 days a week, to respond to whatever message you want to leave. So that's tip number two, a live chat box. Tip number three is that regularly, and that's almost every day, and certainly several times a week, I will be running a 90-minute live workshop using Zoom. And all you have to do is sign in, and I'm limiting the number of people who can participate to 8 in any one session, and that means you can run or take part in a live 90-minute workshop. And the workshops are all listed on the site, so all you have to do is find one or more that you're interested in and sign up free, and you'll get access to the workshop. So that's tip number three, a whole series of live 90-minute workshops. And tip number four is a whole set of curated videos. They include the best of our selections for TED Talks, best of our selections from YouTube, and 18 videos that we've made ourselves that are between 1 and 5 minutes each, that cover mainly management and personal development topics. And again, they're all listed. All you have to do to access them is click on them, and you have them for free. Tip number five is a set of curated audios. Again, that's all of the podcasts that I've produced and that you've been listening to. They're all on the site, so you can go to any of them. If you missed any of them, they're all there. There's podcasts that we've selected from the general platforms, podcasts that we think are helpful and interesting and lively. And there's 37 audio files of my best attempt to explain NLP. So there's 37 audios on the principles and practice of NLP, and there'll be the opportunity to convert that particular resource into a qualification if you're interested. So again, all for free, 37 audio files on the principles and practice of NLP. And starting this Sunday, there's going to be a weekly A to Z for entrepreneurs. If any of you are interested in particular in being enterprising or setting up your own business, or already are running your own business and would like a refresher and some fresh insights, then every week I'm going to be covering some of the handy tips and suggestions for running your own business, each week starting with the letter of the alphabet in sequence. So this Sunday, I'll be giving you some advice, all starting with the letter A. Following week will be advice starting with the letter B. So there's going to be 24 weeks worth of suggestions, helpful hints and tips for running a successful business. And then tip number 6, this curated text. Those of you who like reading, we've produced a number of articles from around the internet that we think are particularly helpful, and particularly for the current context of coronavirus. A lot of the curated material on the site at the moment is particularly helpful for, how to deal with isolation, social distancing, any stress issues. Then that's the context in which a lot of the material is located. But as the site develops and coronavirus hopefully ends, we will be adding new material to pick up stuff that is relevant and topical for the day as we progress. So tip number 6 is curated text. As I say, articles from the internet, articles that I've written, and book recommends and reviews. And you also have the opportunity to read and even download my 3 books that have been published. So if you'd like your own copy of those books without paying for them, they're on the site. Tip number 7, we have part of the site that links to other sites on the internet that are doing similar things, that are offering a range of resources that we think are really worth having a look at. So we have provided links to other sites that are particularly helpful to any user who wants good access to quality information. So that's tip number 7. And tip number 8 is that we have an Uplift section on the site. And now, as the name perhaps implies, there are live events that happen once a week and regularly throughout the week. I'll run through what they are, intending to give you a lift and your family and your cohort and your groups something to give you a bit of a positive, something enjoyable to look at through the week. So, for example, every week there will be a quiz. Every week there will be a weekly challenge that you can take part in. Every week there's something called 5 minutes of fun. Every week there are family games. And every day there's a 15-minute keep in touch section where people can just gather and chat. So there's a lot on that site under the Uplift section about really sharing and taking part in something that's social and sociable and gives everybody a bit of a positive boost in these difficult times. So that's tip number 8. And tip number 9, as I say, there's a daily keep in touch section, and we're running that every day, 12:30 every day, just to give everybody an opportunity to say hello and discuss whatever it is that people want to discuss on that session. It's only 15 minutes, so it's not there for long, but it's just an opportunity for people to take part in a share session. So that's tip number 9, a daily keep in touch, what we call a daily kit. And then point number 10 really is that it's all free for 1 month from when you sign in. So signing in is free and access for a month is free. So there's a wealth of resources there. So we really encourage you to have a go. There's nothing to lose. And if you think somebody else might benefit from this, please pass this this web address on to them. And please, if you're listening and you have staff, please share it with staff. We would like everybody who would value this resource to have access to it for free for at least 1 month. And to give you the address again, it's www.effectiveconnect.co.uk. So once more, www.effectiveconnect.co.uk. So I hope you find it valuable. We'd love to get feedback, so please leave feedback on the site if you wish. And I hope you find it really helpful. And thanks for listening. Bye for now. Thank you for listening. If you've enjoyed this podcast, make sure you subscribe. You will still get the podcast for free, but you will also get an alert to let you know when the next podcast is available. And please recommend the podcast to anyone else you think might like it and benefit from it. Also, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave a review and any other comment, because they'll help promote the podcast series on the relevant platform. So, bye for now.